Hello everybody, it's Jonathan Harmon with Jason and Nevada Matheson of Primrose Table. I'm with Keller Williams, J. Harmon Home Team. Y'all already know that. But anyway, we are sitting in a beautiful, new, almost new, it's like pre-new even,
right,
space here, right? So pretty exciting. This is Primrose Table. This is you guys' restaurant. When are we opening?
Early October.
Early October.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hope.
All of our fingers are crossed?
Yes.
Like, feel pretty good about that?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Cool. So early October. And but let's kind of start, that's jumping ahead, right? So that's a
Right.
preview of what's to come. But let's start with you guys. Y'all have had, let's even go back before Primrose Flower Truck, okay? So how long you been in Murfreesboro?
Nevada's been here a little over 10 years.
18 years.
18, okay.
I thought about it last night because
Thought I knew my wife.
yeah, I grew up in Nashville and I think we moved in like 83.
Oh, wow.
Nashville. So about half my time now, I'm getting closer to where I've been in Murfreesboro longer than Nashville.
That's exciting.
So yeah.
And I moved out here last year.
Okay.
Yeah, sold my home in Nashville and bought one out here when we got married.
Great.
And
Great. And tell me about the flower truck.
It was
I'll let you do that.
It was kind of a couple of things. It really, I mean, in a way, it was like a joke, like a comment that I made. He loves old cars and trucks, and he had an antique car at the time. I think, did you still have the food truck? The truck that you had in Nashville?
Yeah, I was hanging on to it. I had a food truck, and I was hanging on to it. I didn't know if I really wanted to use it for the restaurant. It would have been just a marketing tool, if anything.
Sure.
So ended up selling that.
And he kept looking for an old GMC. He was like, I really want a GMC. And jokingly, I was like, okay, but it's got to have a purpose. You know, we each have our own car. We've got this other car sitting out in the driveway. We've got this food truck. Not really sure what to do with it. And so then I think like a week later, I saw him looking at trucks, and I was kind of walking through, and I was like, Murfreesboro doesn't have a flower truck. And it was like,
Does Nashville? I've never heard of a
Yes,
flower truck.
Yes.
Okay.
There's Amelia's in Nashville. She actually has 3.
Gotcha.
She's like at the Gulch and 12 South, just some different places in Nashville. But so jokingly, I said, you know, Murfreesboro doesn't have a flower truck, and then it's like when I said that, I could see his brain click, and I think that because of having that food truck, like I was like, oh my goodness, and then less than a month later, he bid on one on eBay and bought a one-way ticket to Michigan and drove this truck back last July.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm just like, please make it. You know, like I didn't really care about the truck that much. I was like, I just want you home. Like, just make it home.
Well, first of all, the truck is very cool. It
Yes,
is a
it
cool
was.
truck.
Neat truck. We wanted to do it Rutherford County style, so
Yeah.
we got the old farm truck.
I love it. Yeah. And you said that. I can't believe it's only been a year that it's been around. It seems like it's been here forever, you know?
We
Started-
started end of September last year.
Wow.
Doing craft shows and whatnot.
And it's cool. You roll up the sides and you've got a flower stand in
Yes.
The local company, the very idea, they do signs and awnings, and they bent all the steel tubing for the frame for the canopy and sewed up the canvas for the canopy as well.
Well, I like that you do it that way instead of a hard shell. It just feels a little more homey to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's neat. So, and how did you get into flowers? Like, is that a skill that you'd already had?
No,
or?
it was the passion Nevada has. She just loves flowers. So.
Okay.
My mom always like grew flowers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, just my earliest memories, you know, I remember her or being outside and her having, I mean, I can remember the colors and everything.
Sure.
So just even now, she still has, you know, the condo, her back porch is just full of plants and flowers, and they were just always around. I just always loved them.
Yeah.
And the thing that I liked about when I would see other flower trucks on social media was just that it was different. You know, it wasn't something that you would always see if you walked into maybe a regular grocery store. I mean, some things maybe, but just trying to have different colors, a variety.
It seems like you guys really favor the softer colors as well.
Mm-hmm.
Most of what I've seen have been a little softer and aromatic. Like, you really lean towards the aromatic stuff, don't you?
Mm-hmm. It's just fun, and then just having that engagement with people. I mean, I love it. Some of my favorites are the kids. That
Oh, my daughter loves it.
Yes.
Dad, there's that flower.
Little boys are just the sweetest. They'll come up and say, my mom's favorite color is pink, or they want to put, and they might have $2, and can I do something, and it's great. And then our guide customers have been really, really supportive and great. I had one like last month. He was like, "You make my life so much easier." And I was like, okay, I guess in a way that's part of my job,
Yeah.
Because I want people. Flowers make me happy, and they're kind of a comfort thing for me. They're relaxing. I enjoy them, and so if somebody else is going to get flowers, for somebody for whatever reason.
Well, I love finding you guys out and about, and the Saturday market, you can go and get inexpensive cut flowers from there, and we almost always buy a little $5 bouquet, because like you said, it's just why not spend $5, $10, $15 on something that makes a room that much.
Makes you happy.
It does.
Makes you smile.
Yeah, we really enjoy just getting out and meeting everybody in Murfreesboro. We've met a lot of really cool people through the flower truck.
Absolutely.
You.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that. I did not pay for that compliment, by the way.
But it's true. Yeah.
So, all right. So, flower truck is awesome. Y'all are going to keep doing that, right?
Yes.
It's not going away.
It's not going away. We actually have one young lady who helped us quite a bit last year when we started, and she goes to MTSU. She's going to be working at the restaurant / flower truck. I mean,
Yeah, you'll see us less and less on the flower truck, especially me. I mean,
he won't be
I'm
able
going to be living in this restaurant for the next
no doubt
10 years.
Right.
Let's be optimistic. Let's say 3. How about that?
Well, I hope not. I got a lease for 7 years.
Well, living here,
maybe
maybe you could take a vacation after 3 years from the restaurant. I'm assuming we're going to have flowers on tables.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I mean, a lot of people have asked that. I think I've been so focused on the restaurant, getting it open. Just got to get it open.
Yeah.
And I had somebody the other day ask me about Christmas and another time of year and like flowers, and
we're just looking for opening day.
Yeah, and I'm like, I just want to open.
Yeah, we're just trying to get open first.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this side of town, because your location is spectacular, in my opinion.
I think so. I think this is as far south as I wanted to be. I knew I wanted to be in this northern corridor on Memorial, because we live in this area. This is our neighborhood, and we know the struggle it is to find. There's not very many full service restaurants on this side of town. It's pretty much a fast food wasteland.
Yeah.
But
it's really coming along. I mean, Nevada and I were talking before we got started, and it's really kind of become like the high-end, healthy side of town. Have you noticed that?
It's a little bit more established, for sure.
Yeah.
You got Sprouts, you got Klein, you got the soccer park, you got the baseball, the Starplex out there, you got Sportscom, Dallas and Jane. Now you guys join in there. I mean, you got all kinds of. You got a Gold's Gym right across the street.
Right.
I mean, to me, this is a my style side of town. You know what I mean? The activities coupled with decent, not decent, but great restaurants, as opposed to just chains. And I mean, there's other stuff on the other side of town too, but that's a completely different animal. This is a slower pace. It feels like more homey side of things.
Yeah.
We've got, there's a lot of, schools around this area, and that was one of the things that, he's over the menu and all of these things, but there were some things that I would just say, we really need to do this. You need to have a really good kids menu. You need to. That's
not just chicken nuggets.
Right.
Right.
Having a kids menu is very important, and feeling like parents could bring their kids out here, and they'd have a selection
that's somewhat healthy. Right, not just chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. That seems like what everybody's kids menu is.
Yeah, I mean, we have chicken tenders, but they can get them grilled if they'd like.
They can have a salad with it. They can have a vegetable with it.
See, that's so much better.
Yeah.
Yep, love that.
Yeah.
Well, and it just feels, I don't know, it just feels more like home over here. It feels like Cool Springs over on the other side of town.
Yeah, I think the population density. There's a lot more single family homes. on this side of town versus like, let's say, Old Fort, head towards like the Cason Lane, St. Andrews Veterans, where there's a high population density of apartments and townhomes. There's a lot more single family homes out here with a little larger lots. So I mean, they are expanding. I think they just started construction on 2 apartment complexes. So let's say in a couple of years, it'll
look different.
Yeah, it'll look a little different. Then they've broken ground in a couple of different strip centers north of us as well. So there is going to be more dining options in the future. But no, it's definitely a nice side of town.
I love it. Love it. So I am super excited. So you guys came with a flower truck to an event that I had in June, I guess it was.
Yes.
And we gave away a gift certificate and a ticket to opening night. My buddy Brian won that, and it sat on my desk for about a month and a half. And he's called me a couple of times and been like, "Hey, when are they opening, first of all? And second of all, don't you shortchange me on that gift certificate?" And I'm like, "I promise I'm not going to." So anyway, he's super pumped. He got it in his hands about a week and a half ago. So he's excited. And there's a lot of folks. You know, I mentioned that we were doing this, and several people were like, "Oh, I've seen that sign. I didn't know what it was."
Yes, the sign was out here.
Yeah, sign got lit up last week.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Good. It looks good at night.
Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. I haven't seen it lit up yet, so I have to check that out. Yeah. Very cool. So what is your inspiration for this restaurant? Because I know you've got a pretty eclectic mix of things on the menu here.
Well, I mean, I've worked, past couple of years I've been doing a lot of fine dining at restaurants in Nashville. That's not really my shtick. I think my style of cooking is comfort foods. So I'm taking comfort foods and putting a kind of a fine dining flair on it.
Okay. Give me an example.
Let's look at a couple of, just attention to detail. I mean, honestly, attention to detail with the preparation of every ingredient. Good quality ingredients, sourced locally when we can. But let's say garnishing. Just garnishing a plate presentation goes a long way for elevating a dish, but also technique. It's using solid techniques in preparing the dish, and then just adding little bits of unconventional ingredients that people might not have heard of before, but just kind of tucking them on a plate. I think really goes a long way into
well, I'm looking, you got a shrimp in linguine, and it's in a cream sauce, but you've added vermouth to that as opposed to just a heavy cream.
Yeah, it's more of, this is not, it's not heavy in the cream department. It's just finished a little bit with the cream. It's more of a brothy dish, just a little bit of cream, just to give it some body.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love booze. I eat a lot of booze. I don't drink a lot of booze, but I love cooking with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it adds so much character to dishes.
You remember the Cajun chef, Justin Wilson?
Yeah.
A little wine in the soup, a little wine in my glass.
I grew up watching all those PBS cooking shows.
Yeah.
I think that added to, I think, a little bit of the reason why I love to cook.
For sure. Yeah, he was super fun.
Yeah.
My favorite was he would, he always told stories while he cooked. And there was one where he was talking about a guy walking through a graveyard at night, and he was really drunk, and they had just opened a grave, and the guy fell in the grave, and he was laying down there, and he couldn't get himself out. And right about then, another guy comes walking through, and he's walking by, and he hears, "Help me, I'm cold! Help me, I'm cold!" And the guy looks down in the grave, and he goes like, "Well, no wonder you cold. You done kicked off all your dirt." Anyway, completely has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but that's my favorite Justin Wilson thing. So, awesome. So, do you mind, can I look?
Yeah.
All right, so this is not finalized, right? Or is it finalized?
It's tentative. We still haven't worked out the kinks. We'll start cooking here in a week or two and really figure out what works, what we like, if we want to add certain things, take away certain things.
Well, I know lots of folks, and myself included, that would be happy to be taste testers for you. So just throwing that out there, just in case you needed somebody. I'm sure you don't have a shortage. Carne asada fries.
Yeah, it's kind of a popular dish on the West Coast, so I'll bring a little bit of
That sounds
West
amazing.
Coast culture here.
So it's basically French fried nachos.
Yeah, it's like
With carne asada.
Yeah, steak fries.
Oh man, that sounds delicious.
Taco Bell stole my thunder.
But I love that you've got seafood, you've got Nashville hot chicken, you've got a coconut cream dish, you've got the carne asada, you got the shrimp and linguine. So there's not like I can't sit here and go, okay, we're gonna have Italian food, or we're gonna have it is truly a fusion type situation here.
Chefs don't like the word fusion anymore. It's contemporary.
Whatever. It's a fusion of all kinds of stuff.
Basically, that's what it is. They just don't want to use. It's just the verbiage.
Yeah, it's become cliche, huh?
Yeah, it's passé.
Yeah, I got
We're
you.
contemporary now. We're not fusion.
Well, whatever. I'm passé, so it'll be all right. But short ribs, you've got oh man, April, if you're watching this, Woodford Reserve cream sauce on a roast chicken. That sounds amazing.
That does sound good.
Oh man, I'm kind of hungry.
Yeah.
So this looks awesome, guys. And I see a lot of local. The word local is on here a bunch.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Well, I'm trying to get out and talk to as many farmers as I can, and I haven't been very successful in that as of yet. I've been really busy just trying to get this place together.
Mm-hmm.
I did get to talk. I think we're pretty well connected with the HPA farms as far as getting local poultry and pork from them, and maybe some steak options for some of our market cuts of steak. But I'd love to get local produce through the door, local produce and proteins through the door. I just want the kitchen flooded with local seasonal produce as it becomes available.
Yeah.
I think that's very important.
Do you guys frequent the Saturday farmers market or the Monday or Tuesday Friday one?
We're always so busy with the flower truck on Saturdays.
Yeah.
We never get a chance to go to
We need to try the Tuesday through Friday.
Yeah.
That probably might be a better.
Yeah, there's some of the folks are the same,
Okay.
and then some are not. But there's some folks that do year round stuff at the Saturday one that have cards, and they even do like porch delivery and things like that. So there's some definite options there. That would be there's a guy that does microgreens, for example, that is
so
freaking fantastic.
We've been chatting on Instagram, and we're trying to get out there and see their facility because it looks really cool from what I've seen online.
Well, the guy, and I can't remember if that's the name of his little company that he does, but he's experimented with all kinds of microgreens, popcorn, sunflower. Leeks.
Yeah, popcorn is neat. It's really sweet.
It's very sweet. Yeah. Leeks are delicious.
That's
Radishes are real peppery.
Yes.
So,
I love radish micros.
Yeah, it's fun. It's neat to think that those are tiny little plants that could be big plants. But
They're also very nutritional too.
well, they're super concentrated. Yeah.
I mean, ounce for ounce, they're more nutrient dense than their grown up counterparts.
That's right. Yep. So it's good stuff. So shooting for 1st of October. You got any big plans for a grand opening? Do you have like clowns or stilt walkers or anything like that?
No.
We'll have a few soft openings
We're gonna ease
before the grand opening.
Mm-hmm.
We've identified a few nonprofits that we want to support.
Yeah.
To where with our soft openings, it'd be by invitation type thing, friends, family, people that have helped get us here. The construction team, the architect, everybody.
Of course.
All the business owners out there that have really helped support us with the flower truck and promote the restaurant. And, so we want to support and give back through that way.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably highlight different organizations throughout the year as well. So
How's your staffing going? I know that's a big point of. We just kind of started heading up. I think that's where our focus is right now. We've got most of the key positions filled, the management positions. We are looking for a front of the house manager. I just got a sous chef yesterday that we hired.
Nice.
We have a peppering of hourly employees already kind of interested in talking. We got interviews all week. I'll probably try and be here all week to accept walk-ins. If people want to walk in and
You guys heard that?
fill out
Applications,
applications, they can always go on the website primrosetable.com, and there's a link to email us resumes at primrosetable@gmail.com. But we're always taking applications, and we are hiring. We are hiring
Cooks,
for sure.
especially.
Yeah,
I mean,
cooks.
We've
Cooks
got
and
quite a
wait
few
staff.
people coming
Yeah.
in this week for like wait staff. We always need more.
Yeah.
So, but cooks, we really need to get some good cooks in.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's exciting. And you said you're going to start cooking here pretty soon
Couple of
to
weeks.
fine tune it?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a non-perishables order. Get some food in this week. Kind of just like the basic spices and whatnot.
How exciting is that?
Fill the restaurant, and then
He loves it.
yeah.
get
I mean,
text
it's like
messages.
you're almost there, dude.
Yeah.
We're on
It's
the
close.
doorstep. We're
Yeah.
like on the threshold. There's still some work that needs to be done. We're still waiting on some light fixtures to come in.
Sure.
LED control panel, just little tick-tack things that the contractor still needs to finish up. We're waiting on our tables to be finished.
These
All
are
over
beautiful,
the
by
store.
the way.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. So, Dream Acres Wood Company, where is that out of?
Yeah, that's Corey Robertson's outfit. He is out of Rockvale. It's a Rockvale address.
Mhm.
So out towards Christiana, that side of town. And he salvages logs from construction sites where they would clear cut, and he mills it and kiln dries it himself, and he's got a couple of fellows working for him that are really talented craftsmen. They do a lot of barn doors and tabletops.
Well, this is absolutely beautiful, and they've done a great job joining it. Like you can see it, but it doesn't look like it's
Right.
pieced together. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's solid. It's all our tables are Rutherford County White Oak.
That is super cool.
Yeah. We loved his story, so we really wanted to have his logo on there.
Yeah.
'Cause it does tell a story
Yeah.
of where the tables come from.
Yeah, I love that. I like that you guys are willing to do that within your place. So, what do you think? Can we maybe take a little quick tour around?
Sure.
You want to do that? All right. Oh, yep, thanks. Okay, so right now we are in the private dining room, right?
Yes.
Correct.
And are these barn doors from him, or?
No, these are actually a kit. The contractor, the general contractor sourced those. They were subcontracted out. That was before I knew of Corey and
Gotcha.
his capabilities.
And I love that you guys put opaque windows so you get light coming in, but it's
Yeah.
still private.
So
We
private.
love the rib glass. We love the rib glass. We saw that in a restaurant down in South Carolina when we went for vacation, and we just was like, we have to have those.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And you put enough of them. And you got the tin ceiling. Looks amazing in here. So, I mean, this is really a classy space right here, and it's big. How many will this room accommodate?
32 very comfortably seating.
Okay.
Probably a little more if it's kind of a casual, standing, mingling crowd.
And then you guys, I assume, will allow this to be reserved, but then you'll also use it at other times if it's not reserved, I guess?
Yeah, it'll be overflow for just the regular dining service if it's not booked.
Sure. Cool. All right, which way next?
Let's head this way. We have our banquet wall
Uh-huh.
opposite the private dining room wall with the windows.
Love all the woodwork.
There'll be 5 floor tops here. Some good seating.
Uh-huh.
We've got budget blinds in Murfreesboro getting us some solar shades to cut down on some of this glare. It gets really bad in the afternoon.
Oh, I bet.
We have some heavy duty shades going in.
Yep. I like the concrete, how you guys finished the floors in
I really
here.
wanted an industrial look. I wanted to look really kind of not overly decorated,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of utilitarian, kind of a warehousey feel to it.
Yep. But it's really pretty, and we talked a little bit ago about the light fixtures. They are gorgeous.
I
So,
love these schoolhouse globes. They're probably my favorite light fixtures.
yeah, it looks so good. All right, so main dining space here. How many do you think this will seat?
This will seat probably about close to 100.
Okay.
Close to 100 here.
Very nice. And you got bar space over here. You'll have separate tables in here as well?
Yes.
Right.
Looks good. I like that a lot.
Yeah,
So
this is a galvanized sink, so it's not like stainless steel. This will patina, so this will age really nicely over the next couple of years, and it'll develop a lot of character.
love it.
I think it looks really cool.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. And as far as reservations and things like that, people will be able to walk in? Will they be able to make reservations?
We encourage people to make reservations. We're getting that system put in place now where they can just go online and do it without having to call.
Uh-huh.
But if you don't feel comfortable doing it online, give us a call.
Yeah, I would just call you.
Yeah.
That's just how I roll. And then bar seating, people be able to come in to the bar just whenever?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bars first come, first serve, as well as patio will be first come.
Oh,
first
that's
serve.
right.
We have a pretty decent sized patio.
Check it out.
Which, we'll be kind of split up between regular dining and kind of a loungy cocktail area with some nice patio
Love
furniture.
it. Love it. That's going to be awesome. So a good
Yeah.
place to come get an appetizer and a drink.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk bar for a second. Many of my viewers will probably frequent your bar before the
That's
restaurant.
awesome.
I'm not passing judgment. I'm just
Right,
being
hey.
honest here.
That's
so
why it's here.
that's right. I see a couple of beer taps there.
Yeah, we'll have about six draft selections, some couple of domestic and import bottles. Very aggressive wine program. We want some affordable yet very drinkable wines.
Nice.
Standard booze selections. You will have some high end liquors. Our well liquors will not be cheap either. They'll be a good quality.
Okay.
Quality. Like Jack Daniels would be our well liquor.
I got you. Okay. Very good.
Well bourbon.
All right, so I've saved this part for last on purpose. I want you to tell
Okay.
me about this little spot back here.
Okay, so this is the chef's table. It was his idea to have a space. So basically, there will be 2 tables there, and people can reserve it.
Mhm.
Or if it's not reserved, people come in, and it'll seat about 8 to 10 people.
Uh-huh.
But when they're here, and whoever's in the back and cooking, regardless of what they've ordered, they'll be brought out. What do you call them?
Amuses and tasting
sample
courses.
the-
You'll get treated like a VIP when you sit here, whether you are or not. You'll always be a VIP.
Yeah.
All right, well, I've already told Nevada I plan on having a standing weekly reservation at this table. So that sounds fantastic. And as you can see, the kitchen is just right there.
Right.
So literally just kind of pop around the
Just walk
corner.
around and yes.
That is
We
awesome.
have a lot of people that are excited about that.
Oh, I'm very excited about
Yeah.
that. That is super cool. So, okay. Well, what else do people need to know? How are they going to find out for sure about opening and all of that kind of stuff? What's
They're
the...
just gonna have to keep an eye on us on social media.
That, and then maybe reaching out to.
We'll have a couple of press releases about it
Yes.
when we open, and a ribbon cutting through the Chamber of Commerce.
Great.
So that there'll be publicity. We'll try and get the word out when we open the best we can.
Gotcha. But really just pay attention, and of course I'll keep you posted too, because I can guarantee you I will be broadcasting live of some sort from here.
Yes,
So that'll be
please,
great.
Please do. We have people that stop by all the time.
There was a gentleman that stopped by yesterday. Probably every time that we're here, somebody's looking through the window, and
They're excited.
they are.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
There's a lot of anticipation for us to open.
Well, I mean, y'all kind of did that to us by putting your sign up freaking almost a year ago, it seems like.
Well, and the article went out. That's a whole other thing. But
Yeah.
yeah. We would have been open in the spring, early summer if we could have, but
Yeah, there's
It
a
happens.
lot of delays, but you can expect
plans
that.
and things get held up.
Sure.
So
But it's going to be awesome. It's going to be worth it. So, hey, thank you guys so much, Jason, Nevada. And this place looks fantastic, and I cannot wait to see the finished product.
can't wait to have you.
More importantly, taste the finished product.
Yes.
So, All right. Well, very good. Well, this is Jonathan Harmon with the J. Harmon Home Team with Jason and Nevada Matheson of Primrose Flower Truck and soon to be Primrose Table as well. And you guys have a good rest of the day.
All right.
You guys have a good rest
Thanks.
of the day. See you soon.